everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I see we have in the chat already. We've got Lizzie, we've got Samantha, and Gina, and Alice, and Vicky, and Wanda. Wanda, I missed you this morning, and Michelle. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi.
Are you guys ready for season 2? And
I'm ready.
Yes. By the way, we didn't kick out Julie. Julie's just not feeling very good. So she picked up a bug while she was in Florida, which I know she didn't want, but sometimes that happens. So unfortunately, she is not with us today, but hopefully she will be back next week when we're over at Ginger's house. So yeah, season 2, exactly, Lizzie. All right. Are you guys ready to meet our special guest? You guys probably know who it is. I mean, we've been telling everybody who's coming. You guys ready? Are you? I see nothing in chat. Nobody's ready. No, okay. We won't bring her up. All right, everybody, welcome Laura to the Yarn Hookers. Hi.
Hi, guys, girls.
Yay! So hi, Frenchies.
Hello, everybody in chat.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I would say hi to everybody individually, but my chat is not working, and I don't dare touch anything on my phone right now.
Because it'll pop you off. It does that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. It says here, okay, so Lizzie says that she's not familiar with you, but looking forward to get to know you, Laura.
Oh, hi, Frenchie.
And yes, Frenchie. Hi, Frenchies. Hi, Kathy. So nice to see you. Hi. And she's on a staycation. Nah, staying up all night and sleeping all day. Sleep before bed.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice, Wanda. So Wanda is usually driving cross country.
Oh, wow.
Her and oh my gosh! All of a sudden, I forgot her name. I remember her dog's name, Dooley.
Dana and Dooley.
Dana, yes. I'm like, what just happened?
I know Dana.
But Dana's also she drives cross country as well, so it's real nice to have them here, and they check out some local yarn shops. Well, I'm not sure about Dana, but I know Wanda likes to check out local yarn shops and stuff. Hey, Dana, the other Dana.
How's it going, Dana?
Okay, so today, you guys, we're going to be talking about crochet project organization.
Yes.
It's a mouthful. So what do you guys, before we get into how we do things, tell me what you guys do and if you have any questions about it.
Hi, Samantha.
I love hearing what everybody else does.
I do too, because I get some great ideas. In fact, one of my ideas I think came from Jada and Stitches or somebody else. I don't remember.
And what is it?
I'm going to wait and tell you whenever I tell you what I do. I know.
Okay.
I know. You know what? Actually, I'm waiting on some stuff here. I actually don't have one of my other projects. Oh, yeah, I do. There it is. Okay.
I've got mine all around me right now. It's crazy.
I know. And I should have had one prepared, and I wasn't thinking. It's like under the table, but I can't. My arms are too short.
And you've got Laura, you've got everything nice and neat and organized right behind you.
Yeah, you don't see the rest of my room.
Right? You should see what's right up next to me. I mean, look, back there's a wreck.
Excuse,
gotcha. Hey, Samantha, only my moderators can post links in chat. So I have some moderators, and they're the only ones that can post links. Hi, Lisa the Grammy. How are you? Hello.
Thank you, Dana.
So Alice says, if I do anything, I do it badly. I understand, and I make an effort to do organizing well, and I sometimes I succeed and sometimes I don't.
I'm okay with the actual yarn part of it because it's something I can touch and feel and put in places. But when it comes to the things like writing things down,
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
That's why I did the planners, because I always had them on little sheets of paper, just like this many stitches, this many rows, and then I would lose it and forget about it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I like these little bin things, these things to store my yarn.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
mine. It's just
Yeah,
easier.
the clear plastic things are really good too, because even if it's a big tub, you can still see what's inside.
Yeah, I don't have that much yet to where I have tubs.
Just give it time.
Yeah, just and a good Hobby Lobby clearance sale.
Yeah, I have a couple bookcases full though.
You do? All right.
Yeah.
It says here somebody just needs to turn their volume down. So maybe that might be me. I'm going to double check on that. Hang on a second. Audio, test. It might be me because it looks like it's a little loud.
Now is it better?
Well, I don't know how to turn it down though.
I don't know. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm not echoing.
The problem is that there's an echo. So somebody has it. I think it's me because the echo is more whenever I talk, I think.
Oh.
So let me just figure this out for a hot minute. I think I'm the only only one that can see the chat. So if you guys can give me one hot minute so I can try and fix that.
Okay. Okie dokie. We will give you one hot minute.
Not a cold one. Not a cold one.
A hot minute.
That's right. It needs to be hot.
So while Mel's doing that, Lauren, do you have kids?
Yes, I do. I have a 17-year-old daughter who is going to be a senior this year in high school.
Oh, that's right. You were saying in the chat earlier that you have one the same age as Anthony.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's so cute. And then you're like, oh, he has a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, never mind then.
I do the same thing. I do have a 15-year-old son too.
Yeah. That's Robin the Cradle now.
Yeah, a little young. Well, my husband.
How many kids do you have?
I gave birth to 5. My husband has 2, so together we have 7.
Wow, that's a lot of kids. Yeah.
Yeah. It was great when we first met. We had our 4 boys his were 10 and 5, and mine were 5 and 3.
Oh, wow.
So we raised our boys together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. And they're just a big pack of wolves.
Yeah. I know. I couldn't imagine having boys running around. My daughter and I, we just, we're all about the makeup and the nail polish and all that stuff,
See, I don't do that with my daughter. I have a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I had to ask her how old she was this morning, but yeah, she's 16.
What age, ain't it?
I know. My brain. But yeah, she's never been. I get her a little bit of makeup, but she's never been. It's never a consistent thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, none of my girls. I have my 3 older girls. They are 30, 29, and 24. No, 23. 30, 29, and 23. None of them learned how to put makeup on from them.
Yeah.
They all learned elsewhere because I don't know how to put makeup on.
You look like you're 30 years old, Ginger.
I know she does, doesn't she? Tell her how old you are, Ginger.
Thank you.
Tell her how old you are.
Oh, 51.
That's
it's
awesome,
shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. That's awesome.
My brain doesn't feel like it's 51.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Mine does some days. Okay, so Frenchie's saying, Laura, do you have both YouTube and Streamlabs open? StreamYard, not Streamlabs, StreamYard.
No.
Okay. Do you, Ginger? No, Ginger, you just have your phone, right?
Yeah, just my phone.
Okay. I'm not sure where the echo's coming.
Let me see if I can turn my mic volume down. Let me see if I can.
Okay. I'm not sure where it's coming from. If it's and I apologize if it's I hear it a little bit, so hopefully it's not too distracting from what we talk about. Yeah, the 1 hot minute that I think might be a southern thing. I'm not sure, but I picked it up down here in the south.
What'd you pick up?
1 hot minute. 1 hot minute.
Oh, I've heard it from lots of places. So
okay, so it may not be just a southern thing. Okay.
Nah.
I don't know how to turn up my mic volume.
It's not something like y'all.
No, you're right. It absolutely is not like y'all.
Y'all.
No. Or soda. I think that's a southeastern thing too.
I say soda.
Mm-hmm. We drink soda.
Soda pop.
We don't necessarily post a schedule, Samantha. Samantha's asking, when are you going to post a schedule for Yarn Hookers and Affordably Crafty and Yarn Geek?
Yeah, that's what I need to. I need to do that. I'll work on that. I'll work up something for Instagram. I'll repost it on Facebook and in the YouTube community. Okay. I'll get a little. I'm getting better.
Hey, she's in the middle of moving, so it could take a couple of weeks. All right.
My brain is Swiss cheese.
I figured out how to turn down my microphone. Is that better?
You are quieter. I don't hear the echo anymore, so
it's probably
no. I do hear it a little bit actually, but not as loudly.
Should I turn it down some more?
No, because then I don't think we'll be able to hear you well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're good. Hopefully, you guys, it won't be too distracting. It's just a little bit at the tail end of every sentence.
Yeah, it's
right here. Hey, Lori, so nice to see you.
Hi, Lori.
We can get a timetable when life doesn't get in the way. Yeah, right. Exactly. Life is in the way a little bit. Yeah. Alice says we can get a timetable when life doesn't get in the way.
Oh, yeah. Like, when does that? I'm still waiting for that to happen at some point in time. Yeah.
Right. And Yarn Mood says, hi, everyone. Good to see you, Laura. I'm excited about your planners.
Thank you.
Me too. I just ordered one. I showed everybody earlier today. I ordered the YouTube planner yesterday. I'm expecting it on Thursday. It'll be in my plans.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's the one. I was looking at that. I was watching the video on it earlier, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that one.
I try to think of whatever I could have put in that one. I mean, because I know like what's important to me and what I'm trying to do. So I try to put everything I could think of. But then there's even more stuff that I could put in there, so I might update it later. You never know.
Hey, it'll be next year. So you put a lot in there. There's like a ton of thought that went into it. There's a ton of thought.
Yeah.
So how do you make those books? Do you print them all up and then
no, I design them and then I make a PDF and upload it to Amazon KDP. It's like Amazon Print on Demand. And I design the cover and just yeah.
So it's self-published. It's kind of like self-publishing.
Definitely self-publishing. Okay. Yeah. It's not hard to do. Anybody could do it.
That is, well, at first you need to know how to organize stuff.
Right. Right. You gotta get that in your brain first.
Yeah.
Hey, Samantha's working on a blanket right now. Awesome, Samantha.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just get into it. I think we're about 16 minutes into it, so we're good. So I'm gonna start with how I organize my ongoing projects. So I have quite a few, and some of them have become UFOs. But like this one right here, but I'm going to finish this one as we get into cooler weather because my mom doesn't need it yet. And in fact, I think I need to switch bags because cats have walked over and gotten it a little bit dirty. But I usually store projects not necessarily actively working on projects. I'll put this inside something, a bag that I have over here, which I'll show you here in a minute. But this is where I store like long-term projects. I put a hook in with it. And normally, which I don't have it in here, usually I do, I have a the pattern that I'm using for it, I have it printed and put in there. And then I will often put a card, which I got this from the Dollar Tree. And on the card, it lists out my hook size. And I don't worry. I usually don't bother with gauge. So it just lists out my hook size, what yarn I'm using, and what colorway. And then I put it in with the paper. Because on the printed out pattern, generally, I don't write on that unless it's something that I can use over and over again because I save my patterns. That's how I do a single project that is kind of sitting on the shelf, and I put it in my drawers. I have some plastic shelves over like chest of drawers over there that I put my whips in. And that's where I store my projects. Now, active projects end up being hung on Anne Boleyn here. And so they have my active project bags, which I have 3 right now. So here's one, and inside is the yarn that I need. And you can see in here where I put the bag that I was just showing you. I put that in here. So that is an active project because it's in a bag and it's hanging right there for me to get to whenever I'm working. Because I work right here too, my day job. And I have 3 currently going. So I have that. I have the drum, the art bin that Julie gave me. And then I have a little mini bag that my daughter made me. And this has the scarf that I'm making for my sister. But that's how I do my ongoing projects. And I don't know if that works for everybody, but I usually store my hooks with my projects. And I try to put a note as to what's the hook size and everything that I'm doing. Because I have in the past picked up started a project, didn't put my hook in there with it, didn't put anywhere where my hook size was, forgot it, and then I switched hook sizes by 0.5 millimeter, and it messed up my whole project.
Yeah, I've done that more times than I can.
And I even did it with the baby blanket design of my own, and then it ended up, so it's a really nice dog blanket now. I finished it off. It's just I folded it up and put it on his bed. He loves it, so that's what works.
So we have Vicky.
Oh, thank you, Dana, about the scarf. Hello, Joanne. We had a few people come in.
Hi, everyone, just so you know, I cannot see the chat right now. My other phone has run out of battery, and so I can't look up the chat on my other thing, and I can't do this one right here. So I am just listening to what is being read on the chat.
Thank you, Kathy, for ordering a planner. I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a little bit more into the planners here in a little bit, and show you her videos with them. She's got a couple of videos on her channel, so we get to show them. Yes, Samantha, I know that there is an echo, and I'm so sorry about that. We have tried to mitigate that, but unfortunately, we're not able to locate where that echo is happening because nobody has YouTube open with StreamYard, so I'm not real sure where it's coming from. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't distract. And thank you, Dana, about the scarf. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Jolene. So it says sometimes an echo happens when someone's microphone is picking up the person speaking from their speaker. So if the person who doesn't echo turns down their speaker volume, it might help.
Here, let me check something.
I was trying to think about that. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I turned down some of my sound levels, but it didn't help on my end. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbara's. Both of Barbara's came in.
Did that
turn on the mic on the StreamYard? Like where it says cam mic? That's how I turned my mic down.
Where? How did you? Okay, so I did cam mic and I went to audio, but it's not showing me where I can turn it down.
And then, see where it says automatic.
Oh, I'll turn off the automatically.
That, and then you can adjust your volume.
Let me try that.
I don't think it's echoing anymore, is it? I turned my mic down.
Okay, I turned mine down a little bit. I'm not too quiet, am I?
No.
Okay, so maybe that helps because I'm loud already, so it doesn't help that I'm already loud.
Well, it appears to be fixed.
Luna said it sounds great.
All right, awesome.
Yay.
I'm gonna leave it alone then. Hi, Jess Willing. How are you?
Hi,
okay,
Joe.
so Barbara's popped in. So hi, welcome, Barbara and Barbara. So there's Barbara Wriggle. So there's Wriggle and Whisper, and they're both Barbaras.
Hi, Barbara.
And it says here, well, Ginger's coming in on her phone, so I think that might be, if she touches anything, then we lose her. There's a good chance we're going to lose her.
Yeah.
Lori said Ginger needs to try turning down her speaker volume on the computer.
Nope, I don't have my computer on.
Yeah, she's on her phone. On her phone.
Yep.
All right, so Ginger, why don't you show how you do your organization, if you can, because I know you're in the middle of moving.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the way I do my organization is pretty much in my head. And I'm a very tactile person. I'm very touchy. So I start off organizing with my yarn. The way I organize my yarn, it's like my world of yarn on all my walls. There's a shelf for my Hobby Lobby yarn. There's a shelf for my ice yarns. When I talk shelf, I mean a whole bookcase. And there's the shelf for Lion Brand yarns. And I kind of store my projects accordingly. If it's mostly Lion Brand stuff, I'll set my whipped bag close to the Lion Brand yarn.
So you have your Lion Brand section of your yarn room? Like including active whips?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and there's some Lion Brand whips right there. And there's some of my Karen whips are over on this side of the pile.
But I see those Karen cakes, so that makes sense because it's right in front of the Karen cakes.
Yeah, and I've started this new thing where whatever project I'm working on, if it's a whole bunch of them, like my scrap cans that have 2 strands use an L hook, which is also a 10 millimeter. Is it 10? No, it's 8 millimeter.
An L hook.
Yeah, that's 8 millimeter.
Is it?
And 8 millimeter. If I'm making one of my entrelac afghans, it's a 5.5 millimeter. So, my way of organizing is very convoluted. It is very, very complicated and only in my head.
Only makes sense.
Only in your head.
It only makes sense. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so, I do keep all my crochet hooks together. So I like to keep all my frills hooks together. I like to keep all of my clover hooks together. I like to, you know what I'm saying? So at least I know when I go to that spot that thing's probably going to be there. And
Got you.
so I need help.
We can all use help, right? Right.
I did find that after I started keeping track of my schedule on a planner, that it actually helped me. And
Now,
I was like,
are you still doing that?
I am.
That's awesome, Ginger. I'm so excited for you. I love planners. I just, with my work, I used to like go every Sunday. I would like decorate a planner,
Mhm.
give you the whole decoration thing, like a scrapbooking planning and stuff. And I haven't done that because the way my job is now, it just doesn't lend itself to doing something like that.
I gotcha.
So now Ginger is echoing. Maybe Crojo needs to turn her computer speaker volume down, which I think she did. Not volume on StreamYard, the computer speaker volume setting itself. Oh, okay.
I did that too. I just did it. So does that sound better?
Okay.
Let me know if that sounds better.
I
Because I won't be able to hear you guys.
Am I echoing?
No, you need to be able to hear us. So exactly.
That's listening for the echoing.
I gotta turn it up a little. I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, you gotta be able to hear us.
I know, right?
Right. Yeah, Samantha, Nightbot does not like a lot of emojis. So sorry about that. He gets a little heavy-handed. That's my like bot moderator, and they just get a little heavy-handed with it. Sorry about that.
Nightbot is strict.
It is, and I actually increased the number of emojis that you could use for its moderating sensibilities, but I guess you surpassed that. So just forgive Nightbot. They get a little power hungry. That's all.
Nightbot
is not a real person. I can say that.
He knows not what he does.
Exactly. Okay, good. I'm glad it's better. Excellent. Okay, so wait, Ginger, did you have any more, or was that?
I think that's it. I could add some more stuff, but it wouldn't make sense to anybody.
Okay, I get that.
Julie just sent a message. She's listening to us.
Aw, yay! Yeah,
we love you too, Julie. And we miss you, and we hope you feel better super duper soon.
Yes, feel better.
Definitely by next week. But definitely, I wish you'd felt better now.
It's no fun feeling sick.
Yeah, no, it's no fun, especially after vacation, because you're like ready to go back, get your work done, because you just took off a couple weeks, and
right.
It's never fun. It's never, especially Julie. So you guys know that Julie works in an office by herself right now. So there's not anybody there getting the work done while she's not there. So it's stressful for her to be sick.
Yeah.
So. Oh, no problem, Samantha. Again, I apologize about that, but it's a bot. It doesn't know. It just, I give it a number and it lays down the hammer, like Thor. So. So Lori, what about you? You're the expert here. She's like, don't
I never tried to be an expert. Well, like my yarn that I use for my projects, I kind of do like you. I put them in my like tote bag with a hook, but I don't write down what hook it is. So if I don't put the hook in there, I'm screwed. So. But yeah, and then like for my yarn, I basically have my yarn scattered throughout the house in different rooms. Like this is my craft room for scrapbooking, but it's kind of like half yarn, and then it expanded into my office downstairs. So now there's yarn down there, and then there's like an extra bookcase that has yarn in it. So I'm really not that organized, except for with these.
Yes.
I can write stuff down, but I mean, when it comes to the regular yarn, I don't have it organized really by brand or anything like that. I just I know what's where. That's basically it. Like Big Twist is pretty much downstairs. The thicker stuff's upstairs. I just kind of have like different, places where I put it, but I don't really have a method to my madness at all.
So. See, I like the storage by weight. better than by brand. I'm with you on that one. I like the storage by weight better.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Like I have all
blend-
more of my
I'll blend
winter
brands.
stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have like more of my winter stuff and up here, and like cotton's more downstairs, like in the big twist. You know what I mean? It's just like, just depends. And then I guess
Can
as
you
I use
switch
it,
it?
I don't know. I just started expanding. So
Oh,
we'll see what happens.
No, I was wondering if like you put like the chunky stuff downstairs whenever it gets cooler because you're working with it more often.
I probably will, but I just started
Okay.
like, I just started drifting down there. So we'll see what happens this winter.
There you go. Okay.
You know what I mean? It just like kind of, it finds its way throughout different parts of the house. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, here's a nice nook and cranny.
The yarn goes where it wants to go.
Yeah.
It lets us know. We really know the yarn is the boss, because if we don't treat it right, it will get out of hand.
Yeah. My daughter had an extra bookcase that she moved out of her room. I'm like, oh, I could use that for yarn.
Exactly. Yeah, mine has expanded itself into my mom's storage area now. So because I have a very small house. So yeah. She's like, hey, do you want to? Because she's got this gigantic storage area. And she says, hey, if you want, you can store some of your yarn here. And I'm like, did you really just say that out loud?
That's awesome.
Continue on. I'm sorry, Laura.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then I take donations because I make hats for this church in my area for Gary, Indiana. They do outreach for homeless people. And so a lot of people that I know that I'm friends with, they'll donate a bunch of yarn to me to make hats on my Addy machine. And then I donate them to the church. So I have like a few shelves that's just for the donation. So that way I keep them straight compared, separated from the rest of my stuff.
Yeah.
That's neat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really about it. I mean, aside from like writing down stuff and keeping track of it in my planners, that's really the only organization I have is writing stuff down. I'm not that organized with the physical yarn.
What got you started in writing the planners? Like, what gave you the idea?
I just always liked planners, and I have published books, like a lot of books underneath my real name. And so I already knew how to do that. So I just kind of took it from one to the other and just decided to create this. And I made.
Uh-oh. You froze.
Oh no, your connection. You're breaking up on us, Laura. Okay, well, I guess what we'll do while we wait for Laura to come back, why don't I do this? I'm going to go ahead and show the videos showing off her planner and her pattern keeper. And then once she gets back, we'll go into it a little bit more. But let's go ahead and show off what she has available out there. Give me just, it looks like actually you're back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, you're back now. You did. You started breaking up, so we didn't catch everything. So you were answering what got you into writing the planners, and I know that you said that you wrote under your real name, and then you just translated over to Crojo Corner, right?
Yeah. Well, I have that Crojo Corner is like a pen name that I have, that I sell the planners under, and then I also design printable stationery on Etsy. So that's how I kind of had the experience of doing like the covers and the inside and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's where that stemmed from. So that's about it.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a whole aspect of the whole, the whole business, the whole online business that I've never even thought of.
Yeah. Yeah. I get involved in everything. Like once I think of something, that I could just go in like different avenues. I don't know if I have ADD or what, but I just go all over.
You're just creative. You're a creative. So that's all.
Yeah, but the awesome thing about you, Laura, is you've got these ideas and you actually are able to keep them organized enough to do something about them.
To implement them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine actually just ooh.
You don't see all the million of them that I have that I don't implement.
Okay. I feel yeah there.
Yeah. So I can't shut it off sometimes.
Yeah. It's like a cup that's running over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel sometimes, totally.
Yeah, which is it's good. It's better to have the running over than the
not
nothing.
enough.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Life
So,
would be boring if
Maureen,
you had no ideas.
oh, I'm sorry. Maureen was asking, what other books have you published, Laura? As far as like what you've done through Amazon and under your real name.
Yeah, I don't want to really give my real last name to the whole YouTube, but I published different things like cookbooks and just different other books. Yeah, I just don't want to give my last name out on YouTube, but I appreciate you asking.
Enough. I totally get that. No problem.
Totally hear ya.
Hi, Nancy, and hi, Susan. Welcome back. Welcome in. And Samantha is asking. Samantha's asking what we're working on. So I'm working on the blanket that I've been working on.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I've gotten into the blue now, which is exciting. I've actually gotten onto my second cake. So I'm going to tell you one thing I love about this yarn, by the way, you guys, is that this is the it's Sunset Nights by Lion Brand.
Mm-hmm.
That was not seen very well, but Sunset Nights by Lion Brand. But each cake is this, the colorway is set the same, because you know how a lot of times on cakes the colorway, it's the same colorway but it looks different as you get different cakes or skeins.
Mm-hmm.
For the Sunset Nights, at least the colorway that I bought, it's the same. So what I'm doing is I started with the inside and went out to the blue, and now I'm starting on the outside and I'm going to go back to the white so I can get a true ombre effect back and forth.
Pretty.
Which is really cool, because you don't get that a lot with the cakes.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to be posting an Instagram post about that I really like it. And Samantha's also asking you, Ginger, what you're working on.
Okay, well,
bag.
I finished up my bush tracker beanie that I was working on this morning, and I'm making the second one with the rest of the yarn, my mandala tweed.
Oh, okay. So you, out of the one cake, you got two beanies.
Yes.
And it's so neat because they're completely opposite colors. Like one's all cool colors, and the other one's all warm colors.
Yeah, you can see where I ended on this one.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is awesome.
I'm obsessed with the bush tracker beanie right now, Laura. from Bag a Day.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a pretty hat, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a great. If I can memorize it, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, definitely. Hi, Terry.
Laura, I know we're going to show your planners here in just a minute, which is what helps with. Hey, Petra. Hi, and Frenchie's, of course. She says noise. Frenchie says noise.
Noise.
Yeah, I believe that's nice.
Noise.
In like teen speak.
I like that. I like that.
And Susan, I don't have my own pocket shawl, so I have not graphed it. I have not developed my own pocket shawl to graph. Susan was asking, do any of you know how to do a graph pocket shawl?
A graph, like to make a picture on it?
That's true. If it's like a graph GAN, but it's a pocket shawl GAN. Hey, Carrie.
Hi,
Carrie, by the way, Laura. Carrie is the reason why I found you. I popped into her live. I like to go on Carrie's lives sometimes, and everybody's lives when I can. But I went into Carrie's live, and she was showing off your YouTube planner, and I'm like, that's really cool. So I need to go check her out. And then I think probably within about 5 minutes of checking out your channel, I said, ooh, I know what we need to do when we come back live, you guys.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and I was like, cool, because I need help with that. And I'm moving. So this is a great time to start some new habits.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, before we get into me showing your planners, showing the videos of you showing off your planners, Laura, Dana from CCC was asking about your worry worm. So can you tell everybody a little bit about this project that we're doing with the worry worms?
Sure. I have a giveaway going for one of my crochet project planners that if anybody wants to send me at least 5 worry worms, then they will be entered into a giveaway, but I have to receive them by the 31st of July, the end of the month. And then, you know, you can send me more than 5, but it's only 1 entry per person. And then all of the worms are going to go to the Bethel Church in Gary. And then they have an outreach program where they set up tables like every so often, every few weeks. And then there's lots of homeless people in Gary, and they can just come and get whatever they want, but they'll pass out the worry worms to the homeless people. And they have like little cards on them that say, you know, like it takes their worries away and it helps them smile and makes them not feel so lonely. There's like a little poem that you can print out. If you go on Random Acts of Crochet Kindness on Facebook, I'm not affiliated with that. I mean, I didn't start that group or anything, but it's just a group where you can go and print out the tags, and they have a lot of other like little crochet ideas that you can do to help people. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm doing.
Awesome. I love that.
I like that.
Thanks. Yeah, I got 4 more packages yesterday, but I haven't opened them yet because I'm going to do it on camera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fun to open up all the worms and see what they look like. Everybody's look a little different, you know.
Yeah,
it is fun. Yeah, I noticed that the last one that you put out there that you watched, there was or maybe it was the one before that, but you had a one that was like really, it was a bigger guy.
Yeah, it was a big guy. I was like, oh wow.
Yes, exactly. But you know, somebody's got bigger hands, then something like that's gonna feel better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It did. It felt really cool when I touched it. That's why I was like, oh wow, that's cool. You know, it was just made out of bulky yarn instead of size 4 yarn. It was the same pattern, it was just bulky yarn.
Which is perfect. I love it.
Yeah. Good scrap buster.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show off your two videos. One showing off your pattern keeper and one showing off your crochet planner. So I'm going to share that here. And I'm going to just play the whole video so you guys can really get a good idea. And I do have links to the planners down below. I do have individual links, but as Wanda mentioned, Laura has several different covers that you can choose from. So the 4th link, I believe, the 4th link with linking to her patterns below in the description is to all of her planners. And
I think it's like 40 something now.
Yes, she's got a lot of choices, and it even goes beyond just crochet planners. She does diamond dot planners, and project planners, and then of course the YouTube planner. And what was it? The crochet? Oh, and a knit one. It's a knit project.
A knitting pattern keeper.
Yes.
So cool.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show off her video. So if you can bear with me just one moment.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to start with the crochet planner on Amazon. The planner itself. And then the pattern keeper will be next, because I think that's relatively new, isn't it? The pattern keeper?
Yeah, that one just came out.
All right, so let's share that. And I'm going to go full screen on it so you guys can see more than just all this extra stuff that I see being a YouTuber and looking at TubeBuddy and stuff. Okay, you guys are just seeing the video now?
I see we're still on the sidebar.
Oh, it's showing you all the whole thing. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm going to hit play on it because I don't know how to, because I went full screen and I don't know how to make it not do that. But I'm going to hit play because I don't want to keep you guys. Let me know if there's a problem with sound. I love your intros to these, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Crojo Corner. My name is Laura, and today I wanted to take a walk through my new crochet project planner.
Can you guys hear that okay?
There are different covers that you can choose from, but this is the one that I chose because it's the one that looks mostly like me. This planner is 274 pages. It's nice and thick. It's like a big workbook. And it says crochet
Thanks,
the day
Dana.
away on the back. I just think she's so cute. And the other covers I'll let you take a look at in just a minute, but let's just take a little walk through here. It's a great day to crochet. So in the beginning of this planner, you'll see your yearly goals. So you can write the year, and then you write your projects to complete, your stitches to learn, patterns to write, and other yearly goals that you may have. After that, you will have all of your monthly goals. Now, this is like a year planner. You could take longer than a year to fill it out, but it has 12 months. And then it also includes weekly goals. So you'll find 52 weekly goal sheets for that. And I'm going to put some tabs on here so I can separate the sections easily, and you might want to do that too. And the next section is your project ideas. So whatever ideas that you have, thoughts of projects that you want to start, just jot them down here, and then you can keep them all in one place. The next section is pattern ideas. Now I like this because I also included a little graph sheet next to the pattern ideas so that you can draw out what your vision is along with the stitches and pattern measurements and things of that nature next to it. So everything is right next to each other, and you can put the title right here. So now the projects in progress page I thought was kind of a neat idea that I had. You're going to color in each ball as you complete your project. So when you're halfway through, you'll color in up to here. So, you know, when you're just starting, it'll be here. You can just color in this one. So you can easily just glance down, and you'll have your name of your pattern and the date started. And you can just glance down and see how far along each one is, and you can know which one you want to start working on next. Then I have a section for yarn and supplies needed for your project. So you'll write your project name here, and then all the yarn needed and other supplies needed for it. So you keep track of everything and make sure that you have all the supplies before you get started. So there's quite a few of those pages. Then I have yarn inventory. There's a lot of pages of that because who doesn't have a lot of yarn if you're a crocheter, right? So there's a lot of those. And, you know, you're going to be taking a list of your yarn throughout the year. And then I also have hook inventory. You know, sometimes we just keep buying the same size hook over and over. Do we really need 8 size 5 hooks? No, we don't. So let's keep track of it. And then a lot of times the size will wear off on some of them too. So we can also help keep track of that in here as well. And then here is a list of your crochet wish list and crochet books that you have or crochet books that you would like. There's a notes section, which there's a lot of room for notes. And then this is your password section, and it's for like Ravelry, Lion Brand, Michaels, Hobby Lobby, and other Etsy, Hirschner's, Joann's, just so you can keep everything all in one spot. And then here is a page with all the different stitch abbreviations for crochet, and your hook needle sizes and letters, and your yarn weight chart. So there's a lot of different reference sheets here. So I hope you enjoyed this planner, and I will let you take a look at the other covers right here. The first thing you want to do is go to crojocorner.com. On the front page, you will see the crochet planners. And when you scroll down, you will find all the different covers that I have available. Please keep in mind that the inside of each planner is the same, no matter what cover you choose. Once you see a cover that you like, simply click on it, and it will take you directly to Amazon. And from there, you can make your purchase. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this planner, please check out crojocorner.com. And there you will be able to order whichever cover you like, and make sure you keep checking.
Make sure I like that video.
I'm gonna be adding new covers all the time.
Give it a thumbs up.
That's right. I made sure I gave it a thumbs up. I hadn't done that yet. I needed to do that. Okay, so let me go back over to my other screen and remove that. So, I think that was probably the first, because I hadn't given a thumbs up yet. I'd seen some other videos where you were showing that, and I watched your YouTube one definitely, but that's the first time I watched that one in full. And I have to say, I love the hook inventory. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
And what was the other thing? Oh, I kind of like the yarn balls as your progression. And I would think it's because how many pages of those are there?
It's like 300. Oh, how many pages of the yarn thing?
Was it like the yarn your project progress?
Progress in progress. Well, there's probably like 10 pages of that, but then there's a whole bunch of like at least I think 20 per page. So I mean, there's a ton of projects that you could do.
Got you. Okay. I was thinking because if you had like a 10 ball, then you could use more than one line. But it seems like depending on how many projects you get done, for me that would work great. For Ginger, who does like 1 million projects in 1 year, then she would probably want to just not do it per ball. You know, like this project has 10 balls in it, so I would want to like have a thing.
Well, it's not how many balls you use. It's just like if you're just beginning, you color in the first ball. If you're halfway done, you color in up to the third ball, and then when you're almost done, you know what I mean? It's just like
okay.
You know, like like a star system, but like yarn balls, like how far you are.
Like a percentage of what you're done.
Yeah, that's it. It's a percentage. Yeah. Somebody was asking if you had to buy one every year, and it's not dated, so it's just as you use it up, then you know.
Then get the next one.
Yeah. But it's also, not dated. It doesn't have like the dates on it, so you can write it in yourself.
Also, it's good too on planners, and I've got like 20 planners, but the thing is they're all from different years in the past, and I it's like I still have a record of what I've done, even though I haven't filled up all of my planners.
Yeah. It's good to keep track and look back on stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. I really like planners, and I can see how I really am going to need to get some of yours because I always say, okay, I'm going to keep track of all my stuff, but if I don't have like some sort of framework in order to keep track of all my stuff, I kind of get lost. And
so a blank notebook wouldn't work for you.
No, and I've tried that.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get disciplined to write down in the planner everything. Like I was saying, I got to put that in the planner, got to put that in the planner, and then it's like, and then I forget to put it in the planner, you know?
Right. But it's like with any other habit, if you just keep doing it and know that the end result is, okay, when I need to know this pattern or what hook I used or you know, whatever, when somebody asks me a question about it, I won't have to think in my head and I can go back and look at it. And that's what would be extremely valuable to me.
And the goals too, like the stitches you want to do and like the projects, because you always say, I want to do this, I want to do that, you know, but I always forget what I want to do. And my like watch later list on YouTube is so long. Like I don't even remember all the stuff that I clicked to watch later to do later because there's like 300 of them, you know.
And you know where that was
my Pinterest account. It's like so many projects still to do.
Yeah.
Right. And what that would help me with is I have, you know, I've been one of my goals is to do tutorials and to write patterns. Well, where I get lost is that I don't keep track of what hook or what stitches or whatever I use.
Yes.
And so just having those notes written down would make it that much easier, and I'd be that much more prepared to write the patterns and do the tutorials and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and then the pattern sheets too, I have like graph paper on there too, so you can draw it out.
I love that. Yeah.
You know?
Because you get these ideas in your head and you go to make it and it doesn't quite come out right. So it's kind of nice to graph it out beforehand.
Yeah.
You have them all right next to each other. So I really, really do like that.
Yeah.
Makes it a little easier.
Ginger, Susan, and Life in Stitches are like, they feel you. You are among their tribe. So.
Yeah. Cool. I am glad I'm not alone.
Exactly. You are not alone. That's what I was thinking on with the project tracker too. The good thing about that is unless you're Julie, which Julie is very disciplined and tends to only have like a couple, maybe 3 projects going on at one time, but she's not somebody who ends up with a bunch of projects going.
Right.
Or, if she has a UFO, there might be like 1 or 2 UFOs, not like my 15 UFOs.
Oh, yeah.
So don't even ask Ginger how many UFOs she has. She's got a tower.
Because I have no idea. Okay, this is what I do. Let me tell you how unorganized I am. I probably have, I don't know, 60 whip bags. And what I do is I will make a bag to put my whip in. And then I will maybe start another whip. And as soon as that whip bag is full, whether I'm finished with them or not, it's like, whoosh, and I start something new.
Oh my. I only usually have like 2 or 3 at the max going at a time, because otherwise I get overwhelmed and it'll never get done.
See, I think that's what mine is. I've got the overwhelm. I've got the overwhelm going. And it's like, oh, well, if I keep it categorized into those nice little whip bags, I haven't thrown it away. It's still in progress. I'll get it done someday. So now I can start something else.
Yeah, I try and like focus myself, because otherwise I'll have like so many I won't even know what to do.
Exactly.
Otherwise, if I just force myself to finish it, then I can be happy. You know what I mean? Then it's done, and then try and move on to the next thing. I get bored real easy, but I just want to finish it, and then move on.
You're so disciplined. I don't.
I don't know.
Blankets are my nemesis. I'm just going to tell you, not like blankets like this. And this I promised my mom. So I've made this commitment to my mom, but just plain old blankets that I'm making to give to somebody who doesn't know that they're getting it, type of deal. Yeah, they're my nemesis. That's
Listen, you're doing big projects. I don't do that big of projects. I don't do blankets. I did blankets years ago, but I don't do big blankets now.
I understand. I get why. That's why mine are almost all of my UFO. Yeah, all. Okay, there's one that's not, but most of my UFOs are blankets.
Yeah, I can see how that could be. Yeah, it would take me forever. I couldn't handle that. Like a cardigan is as much as I go. Like, that's a big project.
And I think you told me about that. You were telling me about that. Did you have any other comments? Did I interrupt you, Ginger? I just want to make sure I didn't interrupt a thought.
Well, I had a couple of things to say, but I forgot them all every time you interrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay.
Write them down.
They'll pop up again some other time, and then I'll have something to talk about.
There you go.
So it's all good.
So Bobby's in the house. She says, I think startitis is a side effect for ADD. I limit myself to 4 projects at a time. That's pretty awesome, Bobby. I wish I had that kind of discipline, because I don't.
Me either.
And Frenchie's saying an entire UFO invasion. Take us to your leader. Life says, I feel the pull, Frenchie.
Especially when there's pretty new sparkly yarns to use. Right? And it's like,
yeah.
Right?
The sparkle.
Lisa is asking you, Ginger, did you get your son's shorts done yet?
These are them.
Oh, okay. Is that...
I'm still working on them.
Gotcha. And Lori says, I have a closet full of UFOs of various types of crafting projects. I call it Area 51. That's awesome.
Oh, I love that.
I need an Area 51. That actually has ended up being my, I have 2, you get those little plastic little not shells, but drawers, instead of like 4 drawers you can get from Walmart. I have 2 stacked on top of each other, and that is my Area 51. I think that one drawer is dedicated to like just tools and stuff, and one drawer has some yarn, but the rest of it's all UFOs.
Wow.
And Terry's saying that's why you need one of her books, Jen.
I know. I probably need 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Just get a stack. Dedicate one shelf just to the crochet planners, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Then you have to organize the planners.
Well, I know, and I need to do that. I'm going to have one shelf just for planners when I get to my new house.
There you go. I can't wait to see it.
I know, I'm so excited. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Laura, what's the shawl you're wearing, or the poncho? That's super pretty.
Actually, this is a pattern. It's called the Light and Airy Poncho from Creatively Created Crochet.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I just made the top a little, I made the top a little bit thicker than what the pattern was. The camera makes me go backwards. But yeah, it's really easy and it's really
beautiful.
Thank you. This is I love this yarn. I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
That's what it's out of.
I think that's like my favorite cotton.
It is.
I love it too. Yeah, I love it too.
It's wonderful.
My favorite. And you guys, I forgot to tell you at the beginning, but you guys want to stay to the end because there is going to be a little giveaway. So make sure you stay to the end. Just like with my normal lives, you have to have been active in the chat to get to win. But there will be a little bit of a giveaway towards the end, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as to what you can win. Thank you, Samantha.
Oh, also, Laura, how many skeins does that use?
I only use like 1.5.
Oh wow!
I've got. Look at this. It's I love this cotton black.
Yeah,
with sparkle in it.
That's beautiful. That would look cool.
I want to
it didn't take that much at all. It's really easy too.
Oh, wonderful.
Like simple mesh stitch. Yeah, it's nice.
How long do you think it took you to make it?
Not that long. I don't know. If I worked on it solidly, probably just like I'd make it in a day or two, you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make that.
Yeah, it didn't take me that long. Not that long.
And Ginger, I don't know, she's so quick, but I'm not sure how quick you are compared to Ginger too. But Ginger's so quick. She'll whip up a hat while we're doing this show. She'll be like, "Look, I made this whole hat."
I can crochet quick when I'm crocheting. It's just finding the time to crochet. That's my problem, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen to that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm looking. Oh, Veronica, hello. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Hello. I know you've been crazy busy. I saw your post, Veronica, with your hooks where you did the handle and the clay. So beautiful.
I was gonna say those hooks are awesome.
They are.
They're gorgeous.
I love those.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Yay. It's so nice to see you. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
All right, let me show off the Pattern Keeper, which is a newer release from Crojo Corner from Laura. Okay. So we're going to show that off. And again, I can't get the thing to go whole screen. I'm sorry. So you're going to see, because I'm a YouTuber, you're going to see some stats on the side from TubeBuddy.
We'll be right back while you're on that.
Okay. All right, let me go ahead and get that started. Welcome to Crojo Corner. My name is Laura, and my channel is all about crochet, yarn, knitting machines, and a little bit of diamond painting. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my brand new planner. Now, you might have heard about my crochet project planners that are out on crojocorner.com. These can help you with all of your different projects. But this is a pattern keeper. The project planner is more to keep all of your projects organized that you have going on and keep track of everything and all of your inventory. But the Pattern Keeper, this is more for like if you design your own patterns and you really just want to keep track of everything all in one spot and write down your pattern. So I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough. I'll also give you a glimpse of some of my new covers. This is my favorite cover. This is the one that I chose for myself, but there are, I believe, 5 other ones on the website right now, but I will always be adding more. And this is just a beautiful hot air balloon and a castle, and you can see some people walking around. It is just gorgeous. And the back says, let's make something. I love this. So anyways, we're going to open it up. It says it's a great day to crochet. And these are your pattern ideas. This is where you will write your pattern out. And the notes section is where you will write your variations
and any comments you may have on your pattern. And then I have graph paper after that. Each pattern will have 6 pages dedicated to it, but if you wanted to add more, you could always continue on and, double up on your pages. There's 304 pages in this whole book, so that gives you a lot of patterns to write and record and store all in one spot instead of just a notebook. So if you'd like to get one of these pattern keepers, you can just visit my website at crojocorner.com and choose from my covers, and it will take you directly right to Amazon, and you can have it delivered to your house. I also came out recently with a YouTube content planner that might be handy for all of you who have channels. So that's all I have for today. I hope that you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you soon, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled.
All right. I love that. That is an excellent supplement to for your project planner, because it's that extra, these are my ideas and this is where I want to go with.
Yeah, there's a little section like that in the planner, but then I just made a whole book out. A lot of people design a lot more patterns, so I just figured that would kind of, like you said, be a supplement for it.
Yeah, I think that's especially for a lot of us, especially with channels and do the crochet a little bit more. We want to come up with new patterns and stuff. And something like that is an excellent way to organize your ideas, and I love it.
Especially doing tutorials and stuff like that. It's good to have all the specifics and stuff.
Yes.
Right.
I agree with that.
I'm
sorry, I got a little distracted because now all of a sudden I can't see all of my comments. Let me click off and click back.
Well, here, I've been charging my phone, so I think I can go back to the comments now.
Well, I'm bringing it up on my other computer here. If it will let me. Yeah, it's got me stuck. So hang on a minute. I'm sharing a charger right now. I know, right? Okay, this is what I need to do right now for this. Oh, I don't have the sheep show. Never mind. I was going to do a sheep show. We have graphics that we do. Like we were talking about UFOs before. But I completely
so cute.
Yeah, Julie is so awesome. She does those kind of things. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, she's my other computer.
She's our video shorts person.
Yes, our videographer.
Oh, hey, Grady D.
Is Grady D in the house?
Grady D is in the house.
I'm trying to bring up my other computer, but I'm sharing what I was saying before, and I interrupted myself. I even interrupt myself, Ginger.
Wow, that's awesome.
But I'm sharing a power cord between my two computers right now. So I have to this computer died where I'm about to bring up the chat so I can see it.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Bobby, Julie she came back from vacation and she got a bug or something, and she's just feeling really super under the weather today. But she'll be back, fingers crossed, next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Gosh, I hate being sick. That's terrible.
I know.
Yeah. The worst feeling.
I'm bad with allergies.
You and me both, Ginger. Oh my gosh. I'm a little bit better, but every morning it takes a while for my body to be like, okay, you're awake, stop giving you a runny nose, stop,
Yeah. And sneezing. I think I sneezed 1,000 times this morning.
Oh my gosh.
On Kim's on the Affordably Geeky Live.
What did you guys talked about yarn organization this morning?
Yeah. I was like, wow, they're both the same this week almost.
Almost, yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm having if you could help keep up with the chat, Ginger, until I can get this up.
You betcha. Hey, Kim. Hi, Kim.
Kim's in the house. Hi, Kim.
Kim is in the house. That's right. I say your name and you appear as if magic.
Mine is the Ecky eyes. What are Ecky eyes?
Oh, itchy eyes.
Oh, itchy eyes. Oh,
yeah. At least that's what I'm assuming, because I get the itchy eyes too.
Oh, God. Okay, I don't get that bad. You know what, you guys? I finally got my chat to work over here, so I figured out what I had to do to make it work. Yay!
Okay.
I had to scroll up and back down. And Samantha's saying she loves the YouTube crochet planner. Well, there's the YouTube planner, and then there's the crochet planner. Thanks, Veronica. Don't forget your thumbs up. Okay, so Laura, before we get into like specific questions and stuff, and you guys get your questions ready for Laura about our planner. If you have any questions about organization, I saw something up there that Barbara had mentioned, Wriggle, and I missed it. So I'm sorry if you want to repeat that down below. But Laura, so right now I want to give you the space if you want to talk about anything that you have going on. Just talk about what you got going on.
I do have a goal for my YouTube planner. You have to go watch my video on my channel at Crojo Corner, and then you can get a chance to win one of these bad boys. And I also just published the diamond painting planner. I don't know. I mean, most of the people here are into crochet, but I just discovered diamond painting. It's really good if you're stressed out, if you have anxiety. It just kind of focuses you and makes you calm down a little bit. And so I created a diamond painting planner. So I have another planner in mind too, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
It's a secret. That's awesome. And then you only just, I think like within the past week, did the knit pattern keeper, right?
Yeah, I just released that. Yeah. I'm not going to probably do a project planner for that because I am not a knitter. I just know how to use a knitting machine. But I just had a lot of people ask me for the pattern keeper. I had a lot of people ask me for the project planner, but I don't know a lot of ins and outs about it. I probably could look up the needle sizes and stuff, but I don't really know a lot about knitting. So I don't know exactly. I don't want to create something that's like not.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That might not, that every knitter might not have everything that knitters might need.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't want to
that's fair.
Halfway do it.
Now, I have a question. Do you get onto Instagram very much? I saw that you have an Instagram page and that you started it, but do you have plans to get on it like a lot and be putting?
I try, but I never get around to it. It's like there's so many places to post. I'm like, I can't keep up with it all. I do have one, but it's like I always forget to even post. Like all of a sudden I'll get like a message from somebody. It's like, oh, Instagram, I forgot about that. You know, I have a Facebook page too, like for Crojo Corner, and I put a group aside. You know, I have like the name, but I never actually started the group because it's so hard. I've been trying to pump out the videos on YouTube, and it's hard to post everything. But yeah, I'd like to try to get more on Instagram. Are you on there a lot, Ginger?
Ginger's our Instagram girl. Yeah,
I love it. I love Instagram.
My daughter loves Instagram too. She's always on there and Snapchat.
Yeah, it's super cool, and they're starting to turn away more from just regular pictures and going towards more video things. And like they're starting with reels, and there's some exciting things going on with monetization. So I know that's really going. They're testing things. There's things in beta. There's incentives for going live. So something to be on the lookout for with the Instagram, because it's definitely a great additional audience to have for your products.
Yes.
Yeah, I was on TikTok for a while. I mean, I still have an account there, but I never really post there. It's just so many places to post and things to do, and I just I can't keep it all straight. I need a planner.
There must be a tool somewhere. I know I used to use There was a tool I used to use, but it doesn't include TikTok. But I would love it if there was a tool.
Tailwind.
Yeah, well, I used Tailwind, but then there was another one I used before, Hootsuite. I used to use Hootsuite, but it was really more for statements or pictures, and you don't have something like that. I found for video. I would love to be able to have like a suite or something like that to post video to.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Anyway,
yeah.
Somebody get on that. Some programmer out there, get on that.
Right?
Or if somebody knows about one that's already done, let me know.
Yeah.
But I always like to start
handy.
free.
I mean, then you have to find the time to upload everything and schedule it still.
Yes, but at least that way you're doing one and then you pick, okay, I'm posting to all these places. Please post.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's content, not project. Yeah.
If you just type in Crojo Corner, and I think you have a link to all the planners below, don't you, Melanie?
I do.
Yeah.
So down below, I've got a link to Crojo Corner's YouTube page, and then I have a link to the different crochet planners, and then I have a link at the very bottom of the planners. It's a listing of all the planners that she has available on Amazon, which everything's sold through Amazon as far as the books go. So there's a link to everything down below in the description box.
And your blog too, right, Laura? Because you can purchase anything, like the links in your blog will take you to Amazon and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, crojocorner.com, which is, I loved your website. I was looking at how you made that. I was like, oh, I need to do something like that. I did have a website for a hot minute, but
it's just WordPress. It wasn't hard to create at all. It's just WordPress.
See,
I need to automate.
I need something easier than WordPress.
Yeah. I've had it messed up on me before, and I have to go on Fiverr and have some guy in India fix stuff for me because I.
Right.
You know what? And I've done. Yes, Fiverr is my friend. That's where I got my logo from. Fiverr.
Yeah.
Okay, so Barbara, this is what she posted earlier, and I missed it. Barbara says, my problem is I have a lot of antique yarn, either inherited or from yard sales. Excuse me. The yarn has no bands, and the only way I can sort is by burn test. So I sort by content of. Hard to tell if it is mixed. Oh, okay. Ooh, that would be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with no bands, to know what the fiber is.
Yeah, you just have to kind of feel it.
Yeah.
And burn it.
That's hard because acrylic can be that can be tricky, acrylic. So even in the same, so I don't know if you guys know this, but Lion Brand Yarn, Hometown Yarns, they have one that's like 100% acrylic and one that's like 98% acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
And the 100% acrylic actually feels a little bit more like wool, and the 98% acrylic, and I forget what the other bit was, but is the softer one. It's really weird. It's because normally acrylic is pretty soft.
Mm-hmm. Unless you have
unless it's Super Saver.
Unless you have an old Super Saver.
True enough. Or Craft Smart from Michael's. That was woo.
But it's good now.
It's like kitchen scrubby yarn.
Yeah, exactly. You make it as a scrubby.
Uh-huh.
Jolene is saying, I love how easy it is to find the planners on Amazon. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love the size of the planners too. So I don't know if you guys notice this, but all of the planner sizes are 8.5 by 11, all of her planners.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas there are other crochet planners out there, but they're usually
they're like 6 by 9.
Yeah. Oh, is yours 8 by 9?
No, the other ones are usually like 6 by 9, but mine's 8.5 by 11.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. 6 by 9. Okay, I was thinking 5 by 7, so I was making it smaller than that. But I like the fact that it's a full page, because I know when I write, I don't write small. I write, I have big handwriting.
And they open up and they stay open too. Whereas like the smaller books, they like flap closed, you know, so the bigger books, they'll stay open better if you're, you know, so that way you can lay them on the table and actually look at them and use them.
Yes.
You know,
while you're working on them and write in them. Absolutely. Which I love that too. Absolutely love that. Barbara says it's even older than that. Some of the yarn that she has. So the yarn that you, it's even older than that. Wow, Barbara. That's cool that you have those antique yarns. I would be scared to use them though. You know what I mean?
The skies out here are turning black and there's thunder. So if for some reason my electricity goes out, that's why.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Well, we are almost an hour and a half in. So I know. So real quick, does anybody have any questions for Laura and or any of us really about project organization and about the planners? Waiting for questions. Pin drop. Ping.
I've got a question. Do you ever plan to make a social media planner?
I might.
Ooh, love that.
Might. That's a good idea.
That's exciting.
I'm up for suggestions for all kinds of planners, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. You just opened that up for Ginger. So Linda says, I got a simple
Ginger.
I got a simple planner to start with, but would rather have Crojos. I write big and want as much info as possible. Exactly. That's the benefit of it being 8 by 8.5 by 11, like a paper size. That's huge. Lisa the Grammy says, I need to get more organized. I know it's a little daunting when you haven't done it yet and you're looking from the edge down saying, hey, all this stuff needs to get done, but one step at a time, really. That's honestly.
Right. And really it's a matter of forming new habits.
Yeah, they say you have to do it like 21 times in a row and then it becomes a new habit.
Yeah.
Let's do it for 3 weeks.
Another thing that I heard is you have to make the alternate choice more difficult.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Yes. Barbara's saying about the old yarn that she has. Some was my grandmother's or my grandma's. They actually work up well and after washing are amazingly soft. That's cool. And I've heard that that's the same for like Super Saver. I just can't work with Super Saver because it hurts my fingers. It's because I hold it like this and it's running through and I just have a hard time working with it.
Yeah, it gives you a rash.
Yeah.
It's like rubbing sandpaper on your skin.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Granny D says, Laura, I keep printed patterns in page protectors in a 3-ring binder. I do the same thing. Actually, I have one for a project that I plan on doing. I took it out of my binder. It's still in there, but see, in my page protector. So that's where my patterns itself, the ones that I don't write, but what her planner will be excellent for me for is when I write a pattern. Because I also write my own patterns as well as use other people's patterns.
Yeah.
I can't really do anything like in a 3-ring binder because Amazon doesn't offer that type of printing, that type of binding in their publishing sector or whatever you want to say, So I mean, I can always get soft-bound books, in different sizes.
Gotcha.
Unless, some big publisher wants to, do a binder kind of a thing.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, Frenchie says my stash and UFO pile looks like Area 51 exploded.
I hear you, Frenchie. You and me, like this.
Yes. And Vijay says that's how she keeps hers in 3-ring binder. Oh, and Granny D's agreeing with Frenchie. She's got an Area 51 explosion as well. Ice yarn Super Saver is very soft. Okay, I need to try that. I haven't tried any ice yarns. One of these days I am going to make a big, I'm going to put aside a few hundred because I feel like if I'm going to order from ice yarns, I need to order a lot
I need to send you some ice yarn.
Is that ice yarns? I know your mom gave you a bunch, didn't she?
This is ice yarn here too.
Red ice?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do plan on it. I just want to have, I don't want to do like a $50 order because the shipping's so much. I might as well get a good amount to make the shipping more worth it, I guess, to make it make sense. Every time I go in and fill up my cart, it's like a $300 to $400 cart. So I'm like, oh, okay, I need to save up for that.
What's the biggest ice yarn order you've ever put in your cart? Not ordered, but put in your cart.
I think it was like right around 550.
Only 550?
Well, you know, I am not as brazen as you are, Ginger, when it comes to ordering my yarn.
Mine was like $2,000.
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
I was like, this is on like Donkey Kong. It's a good thing I don't drink.
Right? You don't drink and have that credit card in one hand. I'm like, what's
the
limit on this?
Yeah. I call it sleep shopping. I like to lay in bed at night and I'm like, I have to sleep, and the next day I'm like, oh my God, what did I order last night?
I've done that before too.
Yeah, I order a lot of stuff when I'm tired and it's not good.
Yeah, because you need it.
Yeah.
And do you guys have the Amazon cart like always full of like your next, what you're gonna do next? I do that, and then I'm ready to pull the plug, and I'm like, okay, let me just hit buy.
Yeah.
Deneen says I go from item to item depending on what handmade store is needing right now. What the handmade store is needing right now, and it's kitchen scrubbies at the moment, which that makes sense in the summer, and then you probably get more wearable requests. I think
like pocket shawls. Deneen,
right? She's made so many pocket shawls. And I'm behind on the comments, so I'm going to kind of zoom through stuff. I've been working on a bunch of RHSS ombre, and it does not feel the same as others. Okay, so they're talking about the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
It says, my oldest son and his fiance are moving out this weekend. What? They're moving out?
Oh, wow.
I know you'll get more room, so that'll be nice. So it says, I'm getting an entire room for my crafts. I'll be organizing the rest of the year.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And Linda says, I do the same, Granny D. Since I moved last year, everything is not where it belongs. Kathy Ann says, also use the binder, but it's hard to stay organized. And the only thing I don't like about the binder, and this may be because I am left-handed, if anybody didn't know that.
To the left.
Yeah. And this happens with notebooks too. And sometimes you'll find me writing upside down on a notebook or like this way always. And I flip it so I'm writing upside down. But anyway, is the rings bother me.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the only thing. And that's why I only store my patterns, but I don't like write in a binder.
That makes sense.
Printed patterns. Frenchie said, I bought wire cubes. I'm planning a big spare room cleanup. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Samantha is asking, what is your favorite yarn? I'll let you guys answer while I'm looking here.
I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. That's what I love a lot. I mean, I'm not like a fancy yarn person. I like simple.
Yeah. My favorite is whatever. It varies like from project to project. Like I like to use certain things for certain things.
Yeah.
Like I like a mix of cotton and linen to make my smaller or my bigger market bags, but that are more lightweight. So it just depends.
Yeah, it depends on the project, because some projects you don't want to use cotton, you want to use acrylic. So just depends.
That's true. This time of year we're looking at cotton.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is Ginger. Do you know it?
I do. It is Charisma.
Yes. Close behind that is Red Heart Unforgettable. I love that yarn.
Yeah,
those are my faves.
That's a nice yarn.
Yes, I do know about Yarn Nut. And I need to go. I've looked at that. And I may, before I make a big purchase, go to Yarn Nut first so I can buy a couple on a smaller level so I know what they feel like. and then I make a big purchase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just get to go feel. I think my mom has gotten every single ice yarn there is.
Has she? You can just tell her just to send some my way.
I know. Well, I told her I was going to box up some of this yarn and send it to you guys, and tell her that, or tell you and Julie that it's from Mama Kitty.
There you go. We love Mama Kitty. All right, and Wanda says you can take the books to like Staples or Office Max and have them put in a spiral binder if you would like. So you can take the if you like the way that she has it all set up, you can take those and have I can't say it.
Yeah, get it put in a spiral binder, and then you can add your own things to the spiral binder.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Thank you. I was not getting it out of my mouth right there. Kathy says, my daughter surprised me with your planner when it first came out, and I love it. It replaced 3 separate notebooks.
That's awesome, Kathy.
That is so cool.
That was awesome. Very sweet of her. Thank you.
Very sweet daughter.
Oh, that's a good idea. So here's a thought from Lori. So for those people that like the binders, design pretty inserts to go in front of the binder.
Oh,
which is cool. That would probably be something you have to print yourself. That would be like something you would do possibly through Etsy, which I'm not sure if she wants to do that, but that's a thought anyway. I like it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Maybe that is a digital download kind of a thing.
Lisa is calling. I don't know if she's calling our ice yarn
wishful ordering.
Yes, it's either that or it's the Amazon cart. But the Amazon cart eventually gets ordered.
Yeah, wishful ordering. That's what. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Lisa.
and Kathy understands me because she's also left-handed. And Granny D saying her favorite is roving yarn, which is what Unforgettable is, and landscapes. Yeah, I don't like landscapes because it's a rougher feel to me, but I love Unforgettable, and they have amazing colors. I agree.
I like that. Have either of you used the mandala tweed stripes?
I've seen it. I haven't tried it yet.
It's amazingly soft.
Ooh.
Yes, I made it. I made the first star blanket like this that I made was with mandala tweed stripes.
Ooh.
I love the colors. It's got great colors.
Yeah.
It
I
does.
love the path you're making.
The colorway I'm using right now is Talisman.
And super bright and beautiful.
Yeah,
they're so pretty.
Frenchie's giving me an out. She says words are hard. Thank you, Frenchie. It can't be hard. Barbara says the nice thing about having patterns in a page protectors is that you can use markers to mark your place, and when you're done, wipe it off and still have untouched pattern. That's true too, as long as you don't wipe it off while you're in the middle of doing the project.
That's what I would do.
Why I say that? I mean, could I have done that before?
It's like, this is a little off track, but have you ever? I remember when I was this is like 30 years ago, something. When I was still in college, I had a term paper due, and I was doing it on my 86 Mac. And I accidentally pressed delete the morning it was due. Like I stayed up all night till 6 o'clock in the morning, and I had to rewrite the whole paper.
Like quickly. Oh my God.
Quickly, like in 2 hours.
Did you get it done?
Got it done.
Wow.
Well, the one good thing that happens is that you have an idea of what you wrote, but did you? Right. So wait, I'm sorry. What was the grade that you got on it?
A.
Awesome.
I always felt like if I didn't get an A, I failed.
Oh, yeah, I never had that problem. I've never had that problem. I'm like, well, I see it's still a degree, you know.
Still
Don't get me
passing,
wrong.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Some things I'm a perfectionist on, and just that was one thing. I'm like, nah. So Barbara says I use Post-it notes. That way I can keep hook size and yarn type if known when working on a pattern, which I do like that. And that's what I use my little these things for, this little pad for when I organize my project. Let's see. Oh, and Samantha's only been crocheting for 2 months. That's amazing. Denise says I have 134 items saved for later on my Amazon cart.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that's true. That I created the cart and I'm like, no, I got to pare that down a little bit, and I have a few of my saved for later.
So Laura, how long have you been crocheting?
I've been crocheting. Let's see. When I was a little girl, my grandma showed me how to do like a basic chain when I was probably like 6, and that was about all I knew how to do. And then when I was like 20, a lady I worked with showed me how to make an Afghan and slippers. So I did that for a while, and then I quit crocheting for like 25 years, and I recently picked it back up again like a year and a half ago. And so off and on for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting.
I picked it up after, I think, about a decade. I repicked it back up.
It's funny because I go back and look at all the stuff that I made like a long time ago, and I'm like, oh my God, like the colors were horrible because, 25, 30 years ago, it was like dusty rose and country blue. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, like mint green.
Yeah. Like back in the country kitchen duck days,
I do say that back in the day, one thing that I like about that versus now, right now it's so easy to find a tutorial on YouTube, and you have to discipline yourself to have the creativity to come up with your own patterns, where you did that a little bit more often back in the day because you had the books. And if you didn't have a book, the pattern, you kind of sat down and figured out what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And there was less access, I think, to the patterns or tutorials and stuff like that.
Yeah, I never knew how to read a pattern until recently. I just finally figured out how to read one after watching some videos and learning the names of the stitches and all that. And then I'm like, it clicked, and now I can read a pattern. But not until recently was I able to.
Well, speaking of that, I noticed on your channel that we have the same favorite book. One of our books, anyway. And I know that this helps with understanding reading and writing patterns.
Yeah, that one's great.
This one, it's upside down. But this one, I did a review on my channel as well a while ago. So, and I saw one on your channel, and I was like, yeah. But this book is actually excellent for understanding graphs, how to create a graph, how to write a pattern, and understanding what the symbols are for. And yeah, it's an excellent book. Go check either one of our channels out, and you will find a review on it or a look at it. So now I know you got storms going on, and we're at about the minute 40 mark. So anybody who's interested in the giveaway, then you need to go ahead and put something in the chat, because you need to have been active in the chat within the last 5 minutes of when I hit that button. So why don't you tell them what you're going to give away?
I'm going to give away one of my planners. You can go to the link in the description box below for all of my planners on Amazon in the description for this video, and look at all the different planners that I have, and you can choose which cover you want. And whoever wins the giveaway, just let me know which planner you want, and I'll send it to you via Amazon Prime. So you'll have it in a couple days.
Awesome.
The crochet, the YouTube, the diamond painting, the pattern keeper, the knitting pattern keeper, whichever one you want, the winner can choose.
Cool.
So you can, and then just email, if you're the winner, then email. You can either email me individually and I'll pass it on to Laura. That's hookedtotheleft@gmail.com. Or you can even email the Yarn Hooker. So it's yarnhookers.4ever@gmail.com. Okay, so either one of those, that's where you can email to. And so I'm very excited about this. Now I am turning off the chance for my channel members to get I can turn on for my channel members to have a little bit more luck, but I've turned that off for this particular one because this is for yarn hookers specifically and not Hooked to the Left. So without further ado, give me 1 minute because I have a graphic for this. And I didn't do it because I am, give me a minute.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I know, wasn't it? People keep on putting comments in because I was looking at it, the thing has not registered many names. So I want you guys to keep on throwing in just a dot or something. I know, right? I did the drum roll and then all of a sudden, I'll do it again, you guys. But I want you guys to throw in some stuff so it registers your names.
Okay.
All right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know, you guys. I'm sorry about that, but I want to make sure everybody has a good opportunity to win. Everybody that's in the chat. Yeah, just put in a hi, put in a dot, put in a. You're so silly, Mel. Whatever you want to do, exactly. Crazy lady. But I want everybody to have an opportunity to win. So, all right. Okay. Everything's been registered now, so let me do this again. Frenchie won my
Yay! Congratulations, Frenchie.
Yay, Frenchie.
Awesome. That's so excited. Yay, Frenchie. Frenchie just won not this like a couple weeks ago, my giveaway for my channel. My morning thing. Words are hard, Frenchie. But that's awesome. So congratulations, Frenchie. And I actually have her information. So just let me know which one you prefer, and I will pass that along to Laura with your information.
Yeah, so, just her address and which one she wants. That's all I need.
Okay, all right. And she is and I didn't limit it, so just let me know if there's an extra charge for now. I'll spot it if you need me to, but she is in Canada. I think Amazon's pretty good. There's not that much of a difference in the charge, but let me know. And yay. So any last minute questions before we sign out for the day? Because we are at about 1:45. And we don't want to lose Laura with her power, and I don't want her to lose her computer. Nope. So, and don't forget that all of her stuff is linked in the description box down below, including her channel. But even still, you can always type in your browser, crojocorner.com, and that'll get you to everything that she puts out as well. And everybody send good vibes Julie's way.
That's right. Oh, I also wanted to let everybody know, whoever's on Instagram, I put the link for this video in the Instagram, in the link in the Yarn Hookers bio. So you'll be able to get all of the links that you need by going to Instagram and hitting on.
And then coming back to YouTube.
Yeah.
But it'll all be there, so it'll be easy to get to. Exactly.
Right. Just if you're there,
Absolutely.
Oh, and also, you are on Instagram, so.
Yes, I'm on Instagram, but I'm not on Instagram. I'm on there, but I'm trying to be on there some more.
Okay.
And Julie picked up something when she was in Florida, so she just is not feeling well at all. She was watching the live and listening to it, but she's really under the weather.
I saw her.
So much, everybody. What?
I saw her type in, "Can I enter the giveaway?"
Sorry, Julie, no. Which she wouldn't. She was just teasing. She wouldn't. But but I am excited for Frenchie, and yes, definitely. Oh, you should. Okay, so Frenchie wants the YouTube one. I saw where she did that, so I will send you her information shortly.
Okay.
But yeah, send your love out to Julie, and yay! So we are done for today. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to check out Crojo Corner stuff. Links all down below. I know I've mentioned that a million times, and you guys have an amazing, amazing day.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, and thank you, Ginger and Melanie. I appreciate you guys having me on the Yarn Hookers. It was fun. This is my first time ever.
So much for coming.
For joining us. All right. Bye.